So I want to welcome to the Monday Night Golf Lifestyle Show, Jody Cunningham, as my Great Woman in Golf segment tonight. Jody, welcome.
Hi, thanks, Ray. I really appreciate you having me on. I'm really excited. I just wrapped up here in Las Vegas.
What are you doing? What are you doing in Las Vegas? We want to get to Jody's story here in just a minute, but before we do that, what are you doing in Las Vegas?
Well, tonight specifically, we did a photo shoot with Robert Donatelli, a physical therapist that is a godsend. I've been to several of them in the last 4 years because I have scoliosis, and I've had to have a shoulder surgery, and no one seemed to help me out. And Robert actually gave me some excellent exercises. Tonight we took some photos of the exercises for golfers for the shoulder and the hip. Those are the two major issues that a lot of golfers find themselves in trouble with their golf game. So I'll be in the future coming out with a booklet that every one of my clients who are my golf students, I will give them. And then also just, regular people, if they want to have it, they can buy it probably on Amazon.com. I'm still working on that. But tonight was the photos, and it's just exciting to see what's happening.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jody, I want to get to your story now as my subject, the Great Women in Golf segment, because you have a very unique and very interesting background. And we're going to condense this a little bit from what we did on Saturday, but very quickly, it's my understanding that you really did not like golf at all up until about 4 or 5 years ago. You really didn't think much about it. You didn't really particularly care for it. And then one day your husband mentioned that he had a couple of tickets to the Masters golf tournament. Now, if you're going to ever go to a golf tournament and fall in love with golf, it would be the Masters that would change somebody's mind and heart. So you accompanied your husband, you went to the Masters, you loved everything about it, and at that moment, you changed. Something clicked in you, and you went from not really particularly liking golf to falling in love with golf, becoming passionate to be a student of the game, learn the game, play the game, and today you are an instructor of golf just 4 years later as a mother and as a woman who is not in her 20s or 30s anymore. Tell me about it, Jody.
Actually, yes, I'm jodygolf.com. I teach out of Phoenix. Well, I've been at Phoenix since 2013, and I'm on my way to Dallas next month. But actually, I started this journey of teaching golf with the LPGA Teaching and Pros only 1 year after playing golf and playing my very first game on a league. You only needed a 12 handicap, and you could go ahead and get in the program. And so I just took off.
Well, you did take off, and you went to Goodwill. You bought a set of golf clubs used, but they were a nice set of clubs, but you got them for a great price. And as a woman playing golf, you ended up being in a couple of women's leagues. You had no fear, and you literally looked past some of those experiences in golf that you saw personally and heard personally and some of those are that you mentioned to me, women your age are really missing on the game of golf.
Yeah, my age women are missing. There's a lot of older women are much younger coming up, but my age are missing. It's because we've been so busy raising our families, when you realize how great golf is, you can really create a strong family, just understanding and loving the game and everything about the game.
You also have had a few experiences where some of the guys out there have been, well, let's just say they haven't been particularly easy on you, and maybe it's this way with a lot of other women too, and we certainly want to make sure none of our male listeners would ever do this. I know better than that. But men have said to you, women are too slow to play with.
Right.
Men say things to women that they would never say, on golf courses that they would never say to their wives, or if their wives were there. Men accuse women of taking their golf balls when they've either hooked or sliced off the tee.
That's the most funny.
Women are told by the men, we don't play with the girls. Women's golf leagues are mean to each other. There's a little bit of cattiness there. Men always want to know what your handicap is, even though you're not playing against them. A lot of things that women incur out there, and we want to make sure that doesn't happen anymore. And if you are doing that, gentlemen, don't. Stop. I have 3 daughters. And certainly, Jody, you are an example and a role model to women of all ages, especially women who are a little bit fearful, or they think they don't have the time, or they think, I really don't like golf, because you didn't like it until you got into it, and then you fell in love with it, and only 4 years later you went to an LPGA teaching school, became certified, and you are an instructor of golf. Let me ask you a question. How do they reach you if they want to find out more? I know they can go to jodygolf.com, Jodi golf.com, and I know your website you said was blowing up the other day, Saturday, after you were on with me. I'm only got a couple seconds to go, Jody. We can get to jodygolf.com, Jodi, jodygolf.com, and find out more about Jody, my great woman in golf. Jody's going to be coming on with us many times over the next year and giving us lots of tips. Thanks for being with me tonight, all the guests,
Thank you,
the listener.